At the end of the day, y'all, we need to please that man.
Welcome back to my channel. You see that title, you see that thumbnail, so come on in, grab a seat, and let's get started. Okay, so in this video I wanted to talk about what BlovesLife just posted today, and I kind of had a few things to say. Okay, so the topic was sex, but she said a few things that just didn't sit right with me, and I wanted to know how you guys felt about it. So basically she was saying that you basically need to give your man, the kitty, at least 2 to 3 times a week.
My rule of thumb is that you have to keep it empty, y'all. Keep it empty. So you have to please that man at least 3 times a week.
So I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about that. Considering, okay, me, I've been with my husband almost 2 decades now. Long time. Jeez. We're in our 30s. You know, initially when we met, it was once a day, but it was pretty much every day. And then, you know, we had our twins first, and that kind of just shifted everything. So I'm just like, how in the hell am I supposed to manage 3 times a week when I'm literally, you know, doing a lot mentally, physically? By the end of the night, I'm done. Like, I'm breastfeeding every 3 hours or so. I'm taking care of a toddler. Then you have, you know, the teenagers that are arguing with the 8-year-old. And, you know, it's just a lot going on in the house. And a lot of the times I don't want to do anything. And I feel like, you know, when she was speaking, she made it seem like, okay, well, you have to do this in order to keep your man happy and keep him from cheating. And let me tell you, like, and she's old enough to know this. Like, you could pop that pussy on a handstand and that man is going to do what that man wants to do. Okay, you could give it to him every damn night. You could give him 2 times a night. You could invite somebody in the bedroom with y'all. If he wants to step out and he wants to, you know, do his own thing, then that's on him. I think we have to stop thinking that in order to have a long, healthy, you know, lasting relationship or marriage, that we have to give our bodies up a certain amount. Like, there's a whole bunch of stress that goes on. It's sometimes where my husband comes home and I want it, and he's just like, babe, I'm tired. And he works 10 to 12 hours a day. Sometimes he's working doubles. And he said, like, listen, babe, I know I've been slacking, but I just been exhausted. He said, when I'm exhausted, I don't even get horny. At this point, I don't even crave it. And I understood that. And I'm, you know, willing to work through that, work with him. And then, you know, I had children, like I said, 2 under 2. So I was taking care of a 1-year-old, and then I was pregnant, and, you know, it was just a lot. And then with pregnancy, I'm tired and vomiting, and so there's so much that goes on in life. So I don't understand how she really expects a person that has a lot going on, a couple that has a lot going on, to put out 3 times a week at least. She said at least. And I'm just like, ma'am, like, I just don't think that's reasonable. It just doesn't make sense for a lot of people, I feel like.
I don't let him go. I have to get my husband something. Y'all know. I can't let him go and be like, man, I ain't had none in 2-3 weeks. I ain't had none in this. Like, you know, no. I had to be sick, y'all, for him not to get none. Sick. The boy, I walk past the boy, and he like, ready to do something. I'm like, dude, you gotta stop that. I am not no little young, I don't know.
But you do have those couples that, you know, they'll call their mom over, like, hey, could you pick up the kids? They'll, you know, get a babysitter or a nanny, or they have like older kids that are teenagers that could just go sleep at their friend's house, things like that. And then it's like, okay, I understand that. But I don't think, like, in everybody's life that it's actually able to be accomplished. I don't know, like, you guys comment down below, let me know if you getting it in 3, 4, 5 times a week with your man, because I'm not. I'm sorry. And then, she said that, he might get blue balls and, it's something that men need. Like, men need to release. And I'm just like, why can't he go to the bathroom, go to the shower, and release himself? So I'm in a stay-at-home mom group, and a lot of the times the women will say, like, my man just went to take care of himself, in the shower while I was taking care of the baby. And I feel, some type of way why he couldn't wait for me. And I'm just like, damn, like, is it really, like, when we get into a relationship or we get into a marriage, is it like mandatory that we have to relieve ourselves together? Like, is that a rule? Comment down below. Is that a rule in your relationship to where, like, he's not allowed or you're not allowed to touch yourself or whatever? It has to be together. Like, say, your husband's at work and you're, feeling it, and, the kids are down for a nap. Are you supposed to wait for him, or are you allowed, and I use that term loosely, but are you allowed to go relieve yourself in the bathroom? Like, I feel like you have to do what works for you. I feel like it's kind of like the 50-50 situation. Listen, if my man can't hold down the house, then guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to help. But that doesn't make him less of a man, because you have inflation, you have, multiple kids, you have, a whole bunch of factors that come into that. So it's like, I don't think we should belittle anyone because they can't, fit the mold, or they don't live by a certain standard. And I feel like honestly, society will stress you the fuck out. Like, you'll sit here and you'll be on social media looking at what other people are saying and doing, and you're like, damn, we're not living up to that. We must be, inadequate, things like that. You start to stress yourself out because you're like, damn, I'm only giving it to my man once or twice a week. I need to step it up like Susie is doing. I need to do it 3, 4, 5 times a week. And it's like, sometimes it just doesn't make sense for you. I think happiness in a long-term relationship comes, with a whole bunch of things. And it's not always about a nut. It's not always about an orgasm. Like, when you reach a certain point in your relationship, like, the certain things don't have to be mentioned. You just get it. Like, same thing like I said with my husband, him coming home after doing a 12-14 hour shift. I'm not about to bug him, and I look at him and he looks exhausted. I'm not about to do that. But yes, women have needs as well, and I feel like there has to be some type of compromise. But I don't feel like your marriage or your relationship is going downhill because it's been a couple weeks and nobody has touched each other. Life sometimes be lifing. Okay, and sometimes you just can't. The days end up going by and you look at the calendar and you like, damn, it's been 3 weeks since we did something. What the hell? I'm gonna have to schedule that today. And I think with her is very different too, because her kids are out the house. So obviously she can, on the counter and the shower and the freaking laundry room, like, she can get it in. But then you have like us younger women that are in our 30s that are still raising young children, and nap time is a struggle, or you have multiple children and it's like, or you bed share, room share. Like, there's so many different dynamics. So like I said, I just feel like you got to do what's best for you. But like I said, again, if you not giving your man some ass for a week is going to cause him to cheat, then y'all got some bigger problems. I want you guys to comment down below. Let me know what you guys got going on in your relationship. What makes sense for you? What did you feel about what she said? Yeah, so comment down below, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one.